1,000 cases in Victoria without a known source. That's an increase of 95 in just one day.
Community. So this really just reflects the scale of the problem and the difficulty that contact tracers currently have.
بتكون مرتبطة بالواقع السياسي والجغرافي عندنا في مناطقنا الفلسطينية. بتعرف احنا مش كل المناطق تخضع للسيطرة الأمنية الفلسطينية الكاملة.
From the coronavirus in Mexico climbed to over 35,000 on Sunday, surpassing Italy for the world's fourth highest death toll.
Right now, the world is racing. There are more than 150 COVID vaccines in development, from China to the UK to the US. Everyone is trying to find.
Hello everybody, my name is Muhannad Qafisha. I am 27 years old and my passion is sports, we can say, and I also love working in the field of human rights. I'm from Palestine.
Hey, I'm Ethan from China, 30 years old. I really enjoy watching movies and traveling. I love video games.
Hi, my name is Omar Awad. I'm a 30-year-old Sudanese dentist who specializes in orthodontic dentistry. I'm very passionate about what I do for a living, and also I'm very passionate about human rights. I focus on women's rights and gender equality.
Hello, I'm Mr. Acosta. I'm 28 years old. I live in Mexico currently, and I'm a psychologist.
My country is not really doing well these days. It's for several, due to several problems that we are having in Palestine. The first problem is the occupation. The second problem is the COVID-19 and the pandemic. And recently there is the annexation plan that Israel announced that they wanna do in Palestine. And that is the biggest problem now that we're facing in Palestine. And there is so much going on around it. That means Palestinians might lose their state, their own, or the hope of creating their own state.
It's very harsh. The economic situation in my already broken down economy has been going from bad to worse lately, with an inflation rate of 7% just in the last month. In addition to that, my country has been torn in wars since its independence in 1956, and these wars have been very hard, and a lot of people lost their families, they lost their homes, and most of
we have a lot of problems, cultural and social problems regarding corruption and crime, organized crime, among other social problems.
Corona hit us all very hardly. It was very harsh.
China is doing well these days. We just have few new cases. It's not a big deal, but I can see the influence of the virus. It's more about economics. A lot of small companies die, even some restaurants. I work in national company. My salary is less than before. As for advice, I just hope we can have the vaccine soon. Yeah.
The COVID-19 pandemic and quarantine, they have brought even more problems, more economic problems than anything. I think many people are struggling to provide to their families. I personally lost my psychology office, and I had to adapt to offer online therapy. Even people who have a stable job as an employee have had problems with their companies because some of them have lost their jobs or they are getting less pay. So
the COVID-19, which hit the world, let's say recently, it affected all the world. And I can say not in the same level, but all the world is affected. And I think all the world is affected and have the same problems, let's say. But in Palestine, because the economy here is really bad, I can say the affection on the economy in Palestine and on poor families and on people is too much now, is really big. A lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people don't have now an income, a lot of people who had small businesses, they had to shut down their businesses because they could not afford the payment for the rented shops and for their employees, so they had to shut down their businesses, their small businesses. So a lot of people are affected economically. Also, we can say on the level of losing, people. We have different people who died. One of them was my grandfather. He died. He was infected by corona and he died because of corona. So I can say we lost a very dear person to our family, and that is a big loss. But the main affection on people here in the country is the economic affection. The economy here is getting really bad, and I think we need to do a lot of work to get out of this situation.
I think a possible solution to this will be that the representatives of the government, especially our president, but our president doesn't wear a mask, thinking good things is a protection, being honest is a protection, wearing your scapulary is a protection, and there's no consistency on their message. So adding that we don't trust our government, they don't give us a consistent message regarding this matter. Also, we need to support people that don't have a good income or a way to still earn their living while staying home. I think we have the resources to do this, but again, corruption is a big problem here, and many of that resources go to the hands of some people that don't care about losing them.
And I think the first one is to get rid of the corrupt people in the government, people who are stealing the money of the people, of the Palestinians, people who are not doing their job properly. So we need to really get rid of these people to get the country back again, and we need to get rid of the occupation because Palestinians don't have control on their country, which means that we lost our water resources, everything. When we import and export, we have to get their permission. So that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for listening, and bye-bye.
Last but not least, how we young people look at the future of Sudan. We young people painted a bright future for Sudan. That picture was literally lived. We lived that picture in the sit-in next to the military headquarters in Khartoum. And that was the Sudan we wanted, a Sudan filled with peace. And we really hope that we get to a point where we call Sudan peaceful. Because as I mentioned earlier, until now, the peace talks are going on. We are very eager to hear that the elite or the political elite got to an agreement. Secondly, we want to be free. And I think the government has gone a huge way in this, whereby the freedom of speech is now untouchable. And lastly, justice.